time for another Sunday meal prep. Let's do this thing, y'all. We are prepping all kinds of things to kind of get us ready for a week to come. We aren't doing a whole lot of whole casseroles or whole meals this time. We're gonna do egg roll in a bowl. That's gonna be lunches for the week. I've already made my egg casserole for Jackson for the week. I've already done kids' lunches. I'm gonna just do some bacon. I'm gonna cut up some cheese, just some little preps. I'm making egg roll in the bowl there behind me for lunch. I will show you that in a minute. I also ordered bacon from the smokehouse. Our grocery store has a smokehouse, and y'all, the bacon came as a big slab. I guess I ordered it wrong. I did the grocery pickup. So we're gonna attempt to slice this into slices and cook this bacon. We're also going to prep my breadcrumbs. We're gonna do some things involving breadcrumbs later in the week. So I have a bunch of bags of breadcrumbs. Or pork rinds. We're gonna make these into my secret breadcrumb mixture. That'll be in my cookbook, but I've also shared it on my video a bunch of times. So we're gonna prep that. And then we're going to prep a lot of freezer meals, a lot of pork for the freezer. So it will be, we'll make all the marinades and get those ready, and they'll be ready for us to grill or bake or saute for weeks and weeks to come. So that's the plan for today, y'all. Let's get cooking. I have a whole head of cabbage here that I had gotten as a substitution and I didn't end up using last week, so I'm going to make some braised cabbage. I decided to do it in the Instant Pot instead of on the stove. That way I don't have to baby it and watch it. So let's get the Instant Pot out and get this meal prep started. The first thing I'm going to do is pour some bacon fat in. It is hot in my house, so this is kind of melty. So you're just going to pour a good amount of bacon fat in. You want to cook this in a good amount of fat. I just have it on saute. I'm gonna let it heat up a little bit and then we'll add our cabbage. While I was waiting for that bacon grease to heat up, I chopped kind of coarsely, kind of decent sized rings of onion. This is 2 small onions. I'm gonna add some 21 seasoned salute. Then I'm also gonna add a couple spoons of this garlic. A lot of cabbage. There's 2 things of garlic, and then we're just gonna dump in a bunch of this 21 seasoned salute. I almost forgot, y'all. You wanna do about a cup of bone broth. I don't have any beef bone broth right now, so this is like a powdered beef bone broth that I like to keep on hand. So I'm gonna add this powder and then a cup of water. You can already see it's like deflated in size because it's getting warm. And now that everything's well distributed, I am going to put the top on. All right, we're putting the top on. Then you're gonna hit the off button. And you are going to go, let's see, we're just going to slow cook it because we've got time this afternoon. So we're going to just let this slow cook. When you're slow cooking, the top does not have to be on sealing. So here's what the braised cabbage is looking like. After 2 hours in the slow cooker, I decided to do 10 minutes in the pressure cooker, and I added some bacon at that point. So this ended up being 10 minutes in the pressure cooker. What do you think?
The bacon makes it, the cabbage, it just gives this great little smoky finish to it. It's great.
First thing I'm doing is getting this ground beef cooked up. It is 3 pounds. I'm going to use 2 pounds for egg roll in a bowl, and I'm going to reserve 1 pound to make taco meat because my son has really been enjoying taco beef. So that's what we're doing here. We're going to get this browned up. So here is my ingredients that I'm going to use. I usually use rice wine vinegar, but I'm out, so we're going to sub apple cider vinegar. Coconut aminos, you could use soy sauce, red boat fish sauce. This stuff is pungent, but it is amazing. Some sesame oil. This is the last thing that goes in. You don't ever want to heat sesame oil. And then if I need a little bit of extra fat, sometimes I use some avocado oil. We're going to use some garlic. Actually, probably I'm going to use this crushed garlic. I use crushed ginger, and then I usually use crushed cilantro, but I do not have any. So we'll just go with this. And then some salt and pepper if we decide we need some. I've made this on my channel many times, so I just kind of throw it together, but this is what goes into it. We're going to get this ground beef cooked up, like I said, and then you can use any kind of cabbage mixture that you want. I really like this sweet kale mixture that is from Costco. I think other stores might sell it in a smaller version. I just throw away the flavoring in here. We'll use 3/4 of this in our egg roll in a bowl, and then the rest of it I'll just make into like a side coleslaw. Spatulate. Spatulate, spatulate, spatulator. So we've got our beef finished here, y'all. I'm gonna take about a third of this, or about a pound, and we will set it to the side to do taco meat in just a bit. For egg roll in a bowl, you could do ground pork, you can do ground chicken. I'm doing ground beef because that's what I got, that's what was on sale. I decided that I'm going to use all of this in this stir fry, y'all. I decided that for the 2 pounds of meat, this stuff just wilts down so much. So I added the rest of it, and I'm going to keep letting it wilt down, and I'm sure I'll need to do some adjusting since I added all of this. But that is the plan. It smells so good. Cannot wait to eat this, y'all. I decided that I'm going to make a chicken salad for Caroline since she's not doing keto anymore. This is really tasty dressing, so I'm going to use some of the cranberry and pumpkin seed mixture and one of these dressings to make a chicken salad for Caroline because she'll really enjoy it, and then we're not wasting anything. So that's the plan. This comes with 2 separate packets, so I'm just going to use one of them and half of this, and then we can use the other half next week for another chicken salad if she likes it. Okay, y'all, I'm going to bring you in closer so you can see me try and attempt this bacon. I sharpened this knife within an inch of its life. I try and sharpen it almost every time I use it. So this is my crazy sharp knife. Cut it in half because I'm just not sure that I can do the long. So I've got my bacon on our little baking sheets. This is going to go into a 400-degree oven. And then I have these over here that I'm going to cook kind of like pancetta style or ends and pieces style. I'm going to go ahead and cook those up on the stovetop, I think, tonight. And we can have that to add to whatever during the week. I think it's going to be tasty. Let's get these into the oven. And remember, I always start bacon in a cold oven. You put it in a cold oven, turn it to 400 degrees, and your fat in your bacon will render better than if you put it in a hot oven. Any surface that you start bacon on should start cold to render the fat out. I wiped out my pan, and this same pan we're gonna put our bacon pieces in. We're gonna render this down, and then we will cook our taco meat in the bacon fat because that will just be extra layers of yumminess, right? I'm gonna turn this on about a medium heat. I wish that I had like a screen guard, you know, those little screen protector things you can put over because it's probably gonna pop. So I'm gonna go find a apron so I don't get it all over me, y'all. So we are going to make this chicken salad real quick. I have a rotisserie chicken. This is the breast and thighs from a rotisserie chicken. Use about half of that, and we're going to use one of the packets that came with the stuff that I used for the egg roll in a bowl, the kale. I'm going to use one of these packets in here and make her a nice little, very, very quick and easy, less than 2-minute prep chicken salad. We have our bacon back there behind me rendering down really nicely. It's smelling very bacony in here, y'all. I'm stirring this up and I'm going to see if I need to add a little bit of mayonnaise. Y'all, this is a little NSV I just wanted to share. This apron, look, like it reaches around the whole front of me. I used to put this on and it was like this. Like you could see half my shirt, half my skirt. Like it did not wrap around. Now it completely goes around the sides, covers my front completely. Like how awesome is that? I just realized that, y'all. Okay, I'm just gonna add probably about 1/4 of a cup of mayonnaise to this chicken salad, and then we're gonna call it done. That is like the fastest, easiest, quickest chicken salad I have ever made. So all 3 of these bacons are done. I don't know if my bacon jar has room for all of this grease, seriously. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of bacon grease. And these little bits are gonna be perfect toppers for, well, pretty much anything. If they don't just all just get eaten. Oh my gosh. I Alright, so we're gonna get our ground beef back in here. Just over low. This is Fresh Jack's Taco Mexican Blend. It's really tasty. And that was the last of it. Oh, that makes me so sad. Fresh Jack, send me some more. I'm obsessed with Fresh Jack spices. They are preservative free and all fresh, and you can just taste the difference. Like, you just can, y'all. I absolutely am obsessed with Fresh Jacks. They're not paying me to say that. I have never been sponsored by them. So you're just gonna bring this back up to like a medium heat and just cook it until that water has dissolved, and then you're really good to go. I oftentimes will add a little bit of tomato sauce to this as well, or a little puck of tomato paste and let that cook down, but I don't have one open, and I'm just gonna go with this for today. So I'm gonna get that cleaned up. I'm gonna show you what we've got done so far, what our progress is looking like, and then we're gonna pull out the pork and make a ton of freezer prep. Marinades, I absolutely love a good marinade. I make a bunch of different kinds, put them in the freezer, and then they're good to go when we are ready. It will grill really quickly. We can saute it, you can throw it in the oven and bake it. It's just, you can do whatever you want with it. So halfway done, and here's what we have accomplished. Here is our bacon. How amazing does this thick cut double smoked bacon look that I sliced. Then we made the little lardons of bacon. Oh my gosh, y'all. They're so crispy and delicious. We've got taco meat. We've got egg roll in a bowl. We have chicken salad. This is a spicy sausage and jalapeno egg bake. A big thing of braised cabbage that I did in the Instant Pot and turned out amazing. Sliced up a bunch of the coastal cheese for us to have, and then 3 big bags of Max pork rinds, so we have a lot of crushed pork rinds to work with. That is what we've got going so far for meal prep, y'all. Oh, and also in this drawer here is where we do kids lunches. So I've got kids sandwiches made, and these are Jack's peanut butter and jelly. These are Caroline, and then back there is some celery that I cut up. That's what we've done so far. Let's take a break. Hazel, say hi to the people. Say hi. Say, this is Hazel. Hi, Hazel. Isn't she cute, y'all? All right, y'all, we are gonna get to doing some marinating. So I've got all of this pork. I get this pork from Costco, and I absolutely love it. The price is great. It's, let's see, $2.69 a pound, so that's pretty good. But it is thick, like super thick. So the first thing I do is I just go through, you want a super sharp knife for this, and I just cut all of them in half. It gives us thinner pork chops that are gonna grill up or bake or saute, however you are gonna, whatever application you're gonna do, it just works better. So I'm just gonna run through all of this, and then we're gonna set out all of our marinade ingredients and just start loading up our freezer bags. So the next thing I'm going to do, y'all, is I've got all of these bags out. I'm going to fill the bags first with the pork chops and then wash my hands, and then I'll be ready to start putting together all of the marinades in our individual bags. So what I like to do when I am making a lot of freezer prep marinades is I just set out all the different things I think I might use. So I always set out avocado oil. I need to grab some olive oil. Sometimes I use avocado, sometimes I use extra virgin olive oil, apple cider vinegar, sherry vinegar, pomegranate vinegar. This pomegranate vinegar is one of my very favorite things for marinades. Lemon juice, and then a bunch of spices and salt and pepper. I just like to set all of these out, get them ready for me, and I've got all of my marinade bags over here, and I'm just gonna start filling up marinade, y'all. I have some videos I'll link above where I kind of went into detail of what goes into each marinade for y'all, but for today, we're just gonna fly through it. So now that I have all of these stacked here, I like to lay them out completely flat so they thaw as quickly as possible and so the marinade is distributed well. I'm gonna go put these in my freezer just like this, and when they're totally frozen, I'll be able to stand them up in the freezer and they will take hardly any space and they'll be able to easily see what it is when we're ready to pull it out. So once they're frozen, I stack them like this. See how they just take up so little space and they're just really easy to access? So that is the pork, y'all, and that is going to be the end of meal prep for this week. So that was meal prep for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, I would love if you would consider giving me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And if you are new to me, I would love for you to hit that red subscribe button down there and hit the notification bell so you know when I come out with videos. I do meal prep every single week on Sundays. I also do grocery hauls on Saturdays, and on Wednesdays I always do a what I eat in a day. And I throw in some other videos scattered throughout the week, many weeks as well. So hit that notification bell so that you know when I post. All right, bye y'all. I'll talk to you again next week.